Yep.
10 o'clock, we'll call the meeting to order.
I'll make the motion to approve minutes from the previous meeting.
I'll second it. Motion's been made and seconded to approve minutes from the previous meeting. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All ayes, motion carries. Any additions or corrections to the
Last week, we talked to John Pearson from Harlan Technologies, and he submitted a proposal. We've looked it over. And we've had the same, basically the same agreement with Harlan Technologies for a lot of years. We're adding, this agreement adds the county attorney office and the sheriff's office for maintenance, and it gives Harlan Technologies the access to our equipment from their office, so that it avoids a lot of travel time on a lot of those repair maintenance items. And I'd like to have the board consider that, proposing or continuing that proposal for that maintenance agreement. And then also, we have a renewal here from Cost Advisory Services for, this is the group that looks into costs that we can recover from DHS in the state of Iowa for public health, mental health, and those are the two main services. So they're asking us to consider a 3-year extension on that agreement. So those two things.
I'll make the motion to amend the agenda to consider consideration of the Harlan Technologies maintenance agreement and the renewal with Cost Advisory Services.
I'll second that. Motion's been made and seconded to amend the agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All ayes, motion carries.
I'll make the motion to approve the amended agenda.
I'll second that. Motion's been made and seconded to approve the amended agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All ayes, motion carries.
The sheriff's here with some.
We are, I'm planning on closing our office Friday from 9:30 to 1 o'clock, so that our staff can attend the funeral of Chief Link. Just letting you know that. And then Calhoun County Sheriff's Office is offered to come over and cover calls for us during that time period, so we'll still have some coverage and our people will be able to attend the funeral.
Very good.
I guess I'd like to publicly thank the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office. I think that's really decent. I know we return those kind of favors, but that's just a nice reflection on how counties can work together.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right,
Forward our appreciation.
do that. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
This is the agreement with Cost Advisory Services for that service that they provide. And I three-year contract. That's what we've been doing with them.
Morning, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. This agreement for the cost advisory services, does the fee resemble what we've been doing?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They take a percentage not to exceed a certain amount.
Not to exceed $4,100.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I'll make the motion to have the chairman sign the agreement with cost advisory services for the next 3-year contract for renewal.
I'll second it. Motion's been made and seconded to approve the signing of this contract. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
I'm a little unclear exactly what the contract covers.
They do they look over the costs and identify what's reimbursable from DHS for services that we provide that they're supposed to reimburse us for both the mental health and the public health. And it's for indirect, isn't that correct?
Yeah, it covers indirect costs such as office space,
Yeah.
utilities.
Cost, kind of the cost of operation other than salaries.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
It's usually, if I recall, it's usually between 12 and 15,000 is kind of
Yeah.
what
yeah.
we've been getting back.
And they have it all laid out on a spreadsheet, what percentage of the building is used for that particular office, what percentage of the time of our custodians spent maintaining that office space, utilities, it's all, they have it all broken down.
That's $12.15 each year.
12 to 15,000 annually is usually what we get
Annually.
back.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is a maintenance agreement with Harlan Technologies. It's more than what we budgeted for, but the sheriff has money in his budget for the same thing with a different company. Although he doesn't have a contract, he just has a line item for repairs and maintenance. And this will bring him, his equipment under our maintenance agreement. And so we'll use that money in his line item to supplement our data processing budget.
And you've been pleased with,
Oh, they do a super job for us, yeah. And this is just gonna make it better with that ability to get inside our hardware before they get there to know exactly what the problem is.
That's good.
Can you share what was budgeted versus what they're asking?
the
Total
price
agreement.
is $22,126.
Yeah. And I think between the two, we have that money available for this.
That's,
I don't know.
I need to correct that, Curtis. It's $24,718.
So it's actually accurate to say that there is enough budget, it's just between the two departments.
I will make the motion to approve the service agreement with Harlan Technologies. Is this just a 1-year?
Yes.
Okay. For the 1-year contract?
I'll second that. Motion's been made and seconded to approve the Harlan Technologies contract. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
I will make the motion to pay the claims for a total of $115,035.06. It's original.
I'll second that. Motion's been made and seconded to approve claims. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
liquor license renewal application from Sac County Golf and Country Club.
I'll make the motion to approve the renewal of the liquor permit for Sac County Golf and Country Club.
I'll second that. Motion's been made and seconded to approve the liquor permit for Sac County Golf and Country Club. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
There's a signature spot there for you.
Oh,
You have that master matrix thing, I had that sitting here.
she's got it.
Okay, I was gonna say, cause I had, like, left,
She came
I
up.
did know where that was at. So don't be moving stuff around on me.
It wasn't my idea. I told her not to take it.
He's always teasing me about
Nothing.
location of something, and I made a special.
Just sign above that.
Yep, yep.
And it's gone.
I looked at it yesterday, and where is it at?
You can come forward, Sherry.
Here's a copy of that. There's one here.
Yeah, it's in the back.
This is for Roger Jean Spriggett in Douglas Free Township. And they're not expanding or anything, they're just changing numbers. So they passed the matrix with enough points. I have no problem with it. So
What do you mean changing numbers?
they're
Number,
gonna-
Animal
they're increasing the animal units.
okay.
In the same facilities. I was visiting with one of the guys that does a lot of the excavating, and he was indicating that there are a lot of empty buildings around. That they've had such difficulty with this PED deal that there's a bunch of them sitting empty. I didn't know that. Yeah, but not only were they, there had been significant construction reduction, but also that there are a significant number that have no animals in them.
Where's that? You have it?
Douglas Township, Section 3.
You just need an approval here, Sherry. I looked it over, and especially with the consideration of
Yeah, I don't know if you wanna.
not changing
The setbacks, yeah.
building or facilities or really anything significant other than the numbers in
Yeah, that's all they're doing is the numbers, so.
in the animals. I would make the motion to approve the master matrix for the Sargent Farms Inc. site.
I'll second that. Motion's been made and seconded to approve the matrix for the final. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you, Sherry.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Do you want this back, or?
No, I don't need, I have mine.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
send in.
I had told, I guess when Jackie was in, that you have been doing some data entry for
Yeah.
public health. They've had a significant increase in
And I hope-
clients from the change at the hospital, and so Sherry's been helping them with some data entry.
Is that going good?
Yeah.
Good.
Just showing those, a lot of stuff in her head that she just knows, you know what I mean? It's like, how do I supposed to know? I just know it because I bill it, she said. Well, that doesn't do me any good.
Yeah.
But, no, it's going good. I don't mind. So, I'm gonna, I don't know if I need to, they've got this introduction to zoning and planning. And I was gonna send it out to the Board of Adjustment members. Should I offer to pay part of it if they wanted to go?
What?
It's $65 per individual. And they have it in
Where's
Carroll.
that, or what?
In Carroll. So I didn't know, if you offered to pay half or something, or something like that, or
It
just?
wouldn't hurt, I mean, they are not compensated to
No,
do the
they're not
job.
paid mileage or anything when they come to the
In
meetings.
fact, it maybe ought to
Pay
pay
it
it
all.
all,
Yeah,
if they would go.
Let 'em go. No, it's not something, I think they need to go all the time, but, you know, like I said, I haven't been there for a couple of years, so I thought I would go again, and, you know, the new one especially always is kinda
Right,
nice too.
yeah.
And the one that we put on the board of, zoning board too, you know, I think, you know, she doesn't know really what she got into, I don't think, and I think it'd be a good time for her to learn something, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
that's, they're not compensated, and I think it would be something we should provide if they
So
wanna
should
spend the time to do it.
Pay all of it then?
Mhm.
I would,
Okay,
I would,
okay,
do you need that in a motion?
I don't think so.
okay. I mean, I think I got extra money in the, you know, zoning budget, so I thought it'd be kinda nice, so.
Okay, well, that's fine. Thanks, Sherry.
Yep, you're
thank you.
welcome.
We got a couple of drainage repairs here. One's in DD 31 and one's in DD 36.
Oh, this is, okay. Haven't we seen this section one before, Jim? It's one that Johnny Everett had turned in,
I don't know.
or is it something different?
I can't answer that. Renee might be able to tell you. Renee will be able to tell you.
I thought we
You might want
approved
to
this.
check with her and see what's.
She must be away from the desk, Jim. Hi, Renee. We have these two tile repairs, and this one in section 1 of Coon Valley. Isn't that the one that Johnny Everett's turned in? Well, I thought we approved that one already. Right. Okay, so it's a different two. Okay.
Then she'll-
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay, because I remember, in fact, I was
There's
asked
another
about
one
this
attached
one.
to that.
But it's voided.
So then I did check
I just
on
wanted you guys
where
to
it was
make sure
at.
that You were aware of that.
The second one. Okay. All right, thank you, Renee. Bye. When they were out fixing the one we approved, they found this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they're two different ones.
Blowouts or?
Yeah. I will make the motion to approve the proposed drainage repair in section 1 of Coon Valley Township for a cost of $300.
Is that 31 or 36?
Section 1 of 36, District 36.
Motion, or I'll second. Motion's been made and seconded to approve tile repair. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And then there's a second one in Drainage District 31, Section 24 of Coon Valley as well. Replacing 10 feet of 24-inch RCP with 10 feet of 24-inch dual wall for a cost of $500.
I'll second that one. Motion's been made and seconded for tile repair. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
That one in Section 1 must be a problem spot.
I guess I'm not aware of it.
Jim, were you in on the conversation? I just received an email in the last day or two that the PA didn't accept.
I just heard you say that.
Okay, I didn't know if you were in there or not, because we approved supporting,
Mhm.
and then she didn't take it.
Maybe share what compensation you were offering for that position? Or is it not?
They come and ask the counties to support it for the 3 months to get to July 1. And the total package, I believe, was around 140,000.
What did she do before? What is she?
She had just done her clinical, and I believe in the Sioux City area, and Dr. Dean had agreed to be her MD or psychiatrist to sign off on her work. And it sounded fairly positive that she was interested in the job, and then didn't take it. That's really all the detail I had, is just indicating that she didn't take it.
I think that's everything till the engineer gets here.
You want to recess?
Oh, better day.
Yeah. Wind's not blowing very hard, so it feels a lot warmer. It is warmer.
What the thermometer say, did you see?
I didn't even look. I see it was above 0 this morning when I left.
Thank you.
Double digits of those.
Yeah. 10 anyway.
County crews sanding and plowing roads as needed. Stockpiling 3/4 road stone at the Wall Lake shop. Removing trees in the road right away. Continue with scheduled maintenance on equipment. Rewiring several door openers in the sack shop. Project status, Boy River reconstruction. After a little snafu with the bond, we got the contracted bond and certificate of insurance sent to the DOT. We got verbal concurrence that they've awarded the contract or approved it. And the contractor's requested a reconstruction conference for next week, so we'll know more about his schedule and et cetera, but they are supposed to start by April 1st, so I would assume they're planning on doing that. Get started as soon as we can, so. Nothing really new on the white topping project other than is in March letting DOT. Item 3 there, review the bid tabs on the pavement marking. You want a copy too? Sent out request for quotes from 4 contractors. Got response from 3 back. Local traffic service is low at $44,288.97. So I would recommend approval of the low quote, and we'll get the contract drawn up.
Where are they from?
Orange City.
We've used them a lot.
Yeah, in fact, I think on a couple of per foot costs, they were actually cheaper this year than they were last year, so. They're tied in with Diamond Vogel. I don't, somehow it's a separate, I'm not sure what the tie there is, whether they're actually a part of Diamond Vogel or what, but, so, I'm sure it's all Diamond Vogel paint that they're using when they do the painting, so, but yeah, they've always done us a good job.
I'll make the motion to award the bid to the low bid received from Vogel Traffic Services for $44,288.97.
I'll second that. Motion's been made and seconded to approve Vogel Traffic Services for painting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
And we usually, we've got it in our request that they have that done before the 1st of July, so it's paid out of this budget year, and the markings are fresh for the summer, so. They usually try to catch us one of the first projects in the spring, so. Item 4 there, on the road vacation, we did get the notice sent to the newspaper to be published next week, and notices have been sent by certified mail to the landowners and utilities for the hearing on the 25th, so everything should be in line. I probably will draft up the resolution to vacate the road and get that to, I copy it to Jim and also to Ben for their review. Item 5. Take this run. Not too bad. Okay.
Wonder what the load is.
I am, man.
610, that's a lot.
I wonder how many wheels they have underneath that.
Okay. Okay. So, will we get a call from the DOT when it's coming through? Okay. We got a bridge on N14, about, what is it, 2.5, 3 miles north of New 20. Just after they turn south on N14. About, yeah. I mean, if you, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, that'd work too. Right. I mean, if we knew when they were, you know, turning off of Highway 7 to start south, that'd give us some time to get out there, so. That's my main thing is to watch, yeah, go over that bridge, but, just interested in seeing it coming through too, but. So do they let dispatch know in the county that they're in, so they don't send any emergency vehicles down that road, or? Okay. Yep, yep. Right, right. Okay, okay. But you're providing all the traffic control, everything that's needed, right? Yeah. I guess the question there is the county doesn't have to provide any escort. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, okay. Well, we thought maybe this morning when he called, they thought maybe he was going to be moving today, so. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Chris. Bye. That was one of the Blue Boys. I called him earlier about this big load. The next item on the list there, that's a boiler that's going to that fertilizer plant that they're building down in Lee County. It's coming out of Lincoln, Nebraska. And I guess they've been working on a route on this thing for quite a while, but I think I got the first call on it about 2 weeks ago maybe. That they wanted to come down N54 out of BV County, go 2 miles east on D15 and south on N14 and N20. We've got one bridge up there, and if they wanted to go that way, we're going to have our consultant rate that bridge for the load and the axle spacing they got, and we sent that into Calhoun and Burns, and they reviewed it and said should be okay to cross. You know, a load like that, they just tell them, 5 miles per hour, no accelerating, no braking as they go across. But I think if I remember right, they've got 19 axles. They've got a pull tractor and a push tractor. And I guess I got a diagram with the wheel spacing, but I think I left that in the office.
From Lincoln, Nebraska to Lee County, and they're coming up through Storm Lake and.
Well, they actually came into Iowa up on Highway 9 by
Oh, man.
up there someplace. And they're coming across, well,
Wow.
I'd have to get the other permit to see, but I know they were on Clay County roads, and then I think they were on some O'Brien County roads. I'm trying to remember. The DOT has changed their permitting system, and now when they issue a permit for like this load today, any oversized load, I guess, that's routed, they send us a copy of the permit, and so I can see which county they're going through and which roads they're going all the way from where they came in to where they end up down there, which I think is a good deal. So at least we're aware that they're coming. They should have already got a county permit, which these people have, but.
Gosh, that seems like
At one time, supposedly they were looking at a route that took them clear down almost to Kansas City, and I suppose across Missouri, and then coming back up. But I don't know if I was easier to deal with or work with. I'm not sure, but basically it's 18 foot wide, 17 foot 9 inches tall, 257 feet long.
Holy cow. That's most of a football field.
Yeah, and apparently, that's why, this was Chris Molini, the head officer for the Blue Boys up in this area, and I've visited him with him before in many meetings, so I called him just to see whether he could tell me. I would have thought they would have let the county know, as, you know, when dispatch know when they got into the county, but he claims they don't, but
So is it moving today or not?
no,
Not.
he said he's not gonna be moving. The guy from it's being transported by a company called Energy Transport out of Casper, Wyoming. You know, he called me this morning, he wanted to know whether our roads were cleared. I said, well, I think our roads are clear except for maybe some snow and some stop signs and
I wonder what this costs for them to move that from there to there.
I'd
lot.
hate to guess, I'd hate to guess.
Jeez.
Because I don't know what the DOT does, but although the permits are only $10 a piece, but every time they get delayed, I assume they gotta get a new permit from the DOT.
They're only good for 72 hours, so.
No, 5 days.
5 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if they don't get through, then I assume they have to buy another permit. And there'll be a second load supposedly just like this, a second boiler coming through. As soon as this one gets delivered, then they'll go back and pick the other one up. But
What'd you say, 19 axles?
I think it was 19 axles. And they're basically, except for the tractors on front and rear, there's basically 2 sets of axles. You know, it's like 2 trucks running side by side. So on each axle, there's actually 4 sets of duals.
32,000 pounds per axle.
And divide that between 2 sets of tandems. So it'd be about 16,000 on each. Like on a rear, I shouldn't say tandem, on a rear axle of a trailer, it'd be about 16,000 pounds on each one. So,
Wow.
but apparently the back, I wish I would've brought that diagram and showed the drawing. I think there's, you know, they got the truck tractor, and then there's like 3 axles, and then there's like a 14-foot space, and then there's 3 more axles. And then there's I think about a 62-foot space. I assume that's the cradle where the boiler is actually setting, and then there's, you know, 3 more
But-
sets of axles.
But think how big a turning space that takes. 257 feet.
Supposedly the axles behind the 62 feet apparently are steerable.
Well, I'm sure they are, but still,
Oh yeah,
that's most of a football field.
A couple of years ago, there was a couple of those that went west on Highway 20. And they had a tractor in the back and a tractor in front. I don't know what they were hauling, but they had a heck of a time snaking through those stoplights and then getting up the hill.
I asked them why they didn't get on New 20 sooner. And apparently where our 230th Street goes over New 20, clearance in the westbound lanes is like 19 foot something. But on the eastbound lanes, because of I suppose the bank going around that curve and where they go under the bridge, it's less than, or about 17 feet. So they're just a little bit high to go under there, otherwise they probably would've stayed on 71 until they got to New 20, but I tried to encourage them, instead of going down N14, it just come down M54 and get on New 20, you know, straight north of town here, but the DOT preferred that they didn't try to turn and cross those lanes for traffic. But if they come out here to the underpass, they won't be blocking.
Oh, sure.
They won't be blocking the westbound traffic as they turn, less interference on their road. But if that bridge of ours wasn't passed, that's what they would have had to do.
How often does the traffic count get counted?
DOT counts it every 4 years.
Because like on M43, since they've redone Highway 20, it's got a lot more traffic. I don't know, maybe it's because of the way station too, to get away from that, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know if they've operated that new portable scales on that way spot they got on New 20. But I know, yeah, we used to get a lot of traffic even on M50, people avoiding.
Well, look at how much more's on, it was always a lot on N28, but there's way more on N28 now than there was too. Every one of these connectors now is getting
More traffic.
more traffic.
Yeah.
You'd have this, there's this lady up West Shaler that's complaining about her mailbox and
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard him say the other day on the radio that they've gotten some mailbox someplace, so, with the wing, so.
you know,
that's-
she wants it moved, so. the
Oh,
mailbox.
okay. Well, that'd be up to them to move it, I mean, I guess,
Well,
I'll have Mike talk to him.
yeah,
see.
and I looked her up in the phone book, she don't have a phone number, so
Oh,
I was gonna call her and tell her, you know.
that was cell phone anymore, it's getting harder and harder to
Yeah.
find people's
Yep,
numbers.
well, thanks, Ron.
Yep.
I'll move to adjourn.
I'll second it. Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thanks, Ron.